Here's everything that's wrong with my new camper after 1 year. Stay tuned. Okay, that was actually a little dramatic because there's not really anything wrong. So that's kind of a clickbait title, right? But I thought I'd make a video after having this camper for 1 year and tell you guys what I like, what I don't like, some things that I changed, and maybe some things to consider. So this is a Kodiak 332 BHSL. And the first thing that's wrong with it, it's 37 feet long. It's too long. So I tow this with a half-ton truck. I don't really have any issues. I can tow it just fine. I am experienced towing. This isn't my first camper. I grew up on a dairy farm towing stuff when I was 12 years old. It's just too big. So you notice it going down the highway. But the biggest thing is on campsites. There are a lot of campsites you can't fit. You can't find a campsite that fits a 37-foot camper. All these nice little state parks you want to go to, you're going to have to really look and check out the campsites that you normally go to. Make sure you can fit a camper this size. So if this is going to be your first camper, I would consider a smaller camper. This camper has everything that you're going to need. But can you get by with something smaller? It might be just easier to be able to find sites easier. The camper's cheaper, easier to tow. I would consider a smaller camper if this is your first camper. But it does look nice. I like that. Well, something else this camper comes with is a 50 amp connection. And the 50 amp connection is nice if you have 2 air conditioners, because you have to have the 50 amp connection. I don't have 2 air conditioners, so what I'm left with is a 50 amp connection back here. And the 50 amp cord that it comes with, so it comes with like this nice heavy duty 50 amp cord. But the thing weighs like 45 pounds. And when it's cold outside and you're trying to bend that cord up, it's awful. Like, you're hosting this cord out. It's such a pain in the butt. So do yourself a favor, if you don't have the second air conditioner, get one of these 50 to 30 adapters. So I have the 50 to 30 and then the 30 to 20 just for my house here, just so I can plug in. And that's just so I can charge up the batteries on the camper right now. But the 50 amp cord that comes with it is such a pain in the butt to lug around. It's one of those things that makes setting up the camper kind of a pain in the butt. So this is super nice. There are options, but you do have to buy a 30 amp cord, and you do have to buy this adapter right here if you don't want to lug that 50 amp cord around. So something else that I don't like is this outside kitchen. And I love outside kitchens. I like big outside kitchens. But I'm 6'1", maybe 6'2" if I'm being real generous. Now look, these cabinets are literally like 7 feet in the air. If you're shorter than 6 feet, you can't see what's in here. Like right now, I'm looking up top. I don't know what's in the back. You guys can see what's in the back. I probably lost things back there, and I'll never find them because I literally can't get on my tippy toes high enough to get up there. Now, I guess the benefit of that is I don't hit my head. There's lots of room here, but this nice this cabinet door right here that opens, I guess it's a baggage door. It's super flat, so it gives me lots of headroom until it starts raining, and literally the rain pools up here and drips down the front. So Dutchman, if you're watching this, what if you guys had a little latch mechanism that you could tilt this into a rain mode? Tilt it down a couple inches, so that rain runs right off of that, not down the side into your outside kitchen. That'd be awesome. You could just I've even thought about it, but I'm not smart enough to have like something that hooks here, just a strap or something. That'd be awesome. Just, Dutchman, just listen to me here. Let's also talk about these steps. I know people are going to come at me in the comments because people love these steps, but I'm not completely sold on them. Now, I'm like 225 pounds, although if I'm telling myself I'm 6'2", I should also be honest about my weight and like 235. But listen, I'm jumping on these steps, so they're super sturdy, and the camper doesn't flinch. But every time you pick these steps up, all the dirt that you have on the bottom down here ends up inside your camper. And most campers have this nice little lip that you can just sweep out, but because these steps are mounted here, you can't just sweep out all that dirt. Now, I'll show you what I'm talking about in these front steps. So it has this nice lip right here, so any dirt you can just sweep right out. It's super nice. But the steps that actually have the The steps that actually have the issue with the dirt don't have that. So I guess it's a trade-off. Yes, the steps, they're super comfortable. People like them. Oh, look how sturdy these steps are. But every time you stop at a rest stop and you want to get something out of the camper, you have to flip the steps down. And if where your park's not completely level, you have to adjust these little feet down there. And if you don't adjust those feet just right, sometimes it'll pinch or the door won't close. So it's a pain in the butt if you want to just jump in and out of the camper. Now, once you get to your campsite and you set them up, it's great. They're easy. They work once they're set up. But it is an extra step to set up at your campsite. And I don't know, there's some trade-offs. If the camper had those steps, both front and back, I wouldn't be that upset. So there's my dog. Say hi, Harper. So something else on every new camper, you're going to notice some quality control issues. So like this trim right here fell off. I had to glue it back down. This down here, this below this bed, or I guess it's a couch, has these screws that just ripped right out, and I'm sure they're going to rip out over there too. It's cheaper wood, cheaper screws. I wish there's a little bit more attention paid to those things. Also, this couch back here, I don't even know if you can tell. When I'm sitting on the middle of it here, this whole thing bows down. And if I was bouncing on it, or my kids were bouncing on it, I think this whole thing right here would bow right down and break. So this doesn't, when you sit on this couch, it's not confidence inspiring. I don't know if I need my couches to be confidence inspiring, but when I sit on this, I definitely notice that flex, and it feels cheap because of it. Now I think my well, to see all the kids' toys, I've got 2 kids. I think I'm gonna take this bunk, take this whole couch out, and just put that bunk that flips down on the bottom, and just have it open up top. Because we don't use this bunk. Because it flips down, it's kind of a pain in the butt. So I think I'll just get rid of this couch and put that bunk down there. So maybe I wish there was an option to not even have this couch, or put in a better couch, maybe like a nice like actual love seat rather than this jackknife sofa. Now I don't notice the issue with this couch that my daughter's on. It does seem to be sturdier, but it's a little bit different. Like there's a flip down armrest. The base is built a little bit differently. This one, it doesn't have the armrest. It definitely feels like a cheaper couch. This one does feel a little bit better. So another issue. Hey, I'm gonna open the fridge, and it hits right here. So I'm gonna have that dent. That dent's always gonna be there. So maybe if there was like a stopper here or something, that'd be so nice. Now let's talk about the bed. This is literally the worst bed I've ever been in my life. It's awful. This bed, the first night I slept on it, I literally couldn't sleep. It was so hard. My back ached. So after the first night, we went and bought this, let me see here, this foam pad right here. And that still sucks. So then we went out and bought this foam pad right here. Now I have 2 giant foam pads in the bed that always, they always slide down the bed so that I can't scooch by this door here. So that's how much space I should have. And then it takes away 2 or 3 inches. And when you already have such a tight space to try to squeeze through here already, having the mattress pads just kind of suck. So if you're getting this camper, oh, well, what was that? Oh, what is it?
Eat it.
Oh, I don't want to eat this. So if you're going to get this camper, or any camper, just replace the mattress. Don't try to fix it with these mattress pads. It's not going to work. It's not going to be comfortable. Although I will say it is comfortable after the upgrades. But just buy a new mattress. It'll save yourself the hassle. It's a lot better. Okay, so what else about this camper don't I like?
It's said to be.
What? I don't even know what she's saying sometimes. What?
Sit.
I don't know what that means.
Sit.
Oh, sit. Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay, so this camper, there's a couple nitpick things, but the space is awesome. Like, there's so much space in this camper. I like the colors on it. I like the colors of the countertops. It's just a nice camper. Even the bed, now that it's comfortable, I sleep good on it with the pads. I wish I would have bought a new mattress, but it works. The shower is super big. I got this towel hanging up here. There's so much space in there. It's just like a house shower. The bathroom, when these doors are closed, are nice and spacious. You're not cramped in this little bathroom. I like it. And this camper's awesome. It has these nice big windows that if you can see. Big windows that overlook. Air conditioning blows nice and cold. It's just an awesome camper. So if you're considering buying this camper, I think just consider a few things like the size, the length. Consider if you need a camper this big or not. Make sure you know that every camper is going to have little issues with little trim pieces that you might need to fix. And every camper is going to have things that you do and don't like. No camper's perfect. But I'm happy with this. I'd buy another Dutchman product in a heartbeat. In fact, my next camper might just be another Kodiak. I've got a couple years left before I'm going to get one, but I'm happy with it. If you have any questions, I appreciate it. My voice doesn't always cooperate. So if you just want to leave nasty comments and tell me how bad my voice sounds, that's great, because I have a voice disorder and that always makes me feel like super like stoked about making more videos. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you like this camper, if you don't like the camper, if you have any issues with your Dutchman product or your Kodiak product. I'll answer. We'll talk about it. I'm not a professional YouTuber, so if you think this video sucks, just make sure you leave a comment and just make sure you tell me how much it sucks. I appreciate the feedback, even if it's nasty. So thank you guys. Hit the subscribe button. It helps out my channel. I just do this for fun. Maybe I'll make enough. I'll send my kids to college. That won't happen. It won't happen. But I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.